What's up, guys? We are now opening up the Halloween tour for Mario Kart Tour. That's the second tour, a part of this autumn celebration here. It's pretty early. It's like 4:45 in the morning, but I knew I was going to be pulling for Waluigi, and I'm a fan of him in particular. I'll explain a little bit here in a second, but I figured I've done some of these reaction videos, just a screen recording, and for some reason my phone just loses the recording entirely. So I thought I just would, since I'm going to pull anyway, give you a little reaction video. Now, me personally, I'm not a big fan of reaction videos. It's usually just someone saying, oh my gosh this, oh my gosh that. And it's not a lot of concrete information, which, you know, I love data, I love information. That's where my heart is, and so from that perspective, I've just kind of stayed away from reaction videos. I was recording some in order to give to my viewers, just as kind of an added bonus. But I figured I'd record this, and I'm a big Waluigi fan. Now, I will, as full disclosure, when I say big fan, I'm not like Sammy D Kart Life for Kamek. Like that is next level fandom that I will not understand. However, for me, Waluigi was someone that, a character that I really enjoyed using back in my GameCube days. So, growing up on Nintendo, there was no Waluigi. Like when I say growing up, like, middle school age, I'm 35, I have no problem saying how old I am, and back then there was no Waluigi. There was just Super Nintendo. There was originally just the regular Nintendo, and so from that perspective, I took video games were a part of growing up, and we would always be a little, I think, one system behind, so it wasn't like we were on the cutting edge by any means. But when I was in high school, I had a brother that was a year and a half younger than I am, and we would play GameCube, and that was a lot of my teenage years, just growing up, and that's when he was introduced to me. Games specifically like I think Mario Party, I think Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, anything where they had a variety of characters. I would always gravitate towards Waluigi. He was just a fun guy. I mean, my brother and I just remember walking around the house and just and like annoying my mom totally. But it was like, to me, Waluigi is one of those characters that brings me back. Sammy Deuce doing a really cool tournament right now about drivers introduced to the game. I don't know half of them. To me, like I would rather have Waluigi alt than probably most of those characters, but so from that perspective, I'm definitely gonna be pulling on him regardless of what skill he has. I figured I'd share that with you, and just give you a little reaction. Again, I don't know how entertaining it'll be because I'm not really revealing any information, but from my perspective, it'll be fun to share with you. So there you go. Got first in ranked, got some tickets. Now it looks like we do have London Loop 3. That I think we'll see if it's a true London tour or not. All right, let's see what we got here. So we'll get 27 rubies. I guess do these challenges here. All right. Poison Apple Cart, Swooper. Definitely excited about the Poison Apple Cart. Points boost cap tickets here as well. Okay. Blue Yoshi added as rewards for doing well in ranked. Cool. Pipes have become available in Grand Stars 3 times. That's good as well. And then the celebration continue, of course. All right, pretty straightforward. Let me see if I don't know if you can hear the music on here or not, but hopefully I'll have some other jams in the background. Okay, so Halloween tour starts now. All right, guys, double decker. So I don't have the double decker. And in fact, I don't think I have the glider either. Let me look that up. Actually, I'm saying that. So for, yep, double decker there. Don't have it. And then was this is this the soaring jack? Yep, don't have that either. Soaring jack. So I get 2 items in Gold Pass that I do not have. This highlights the fact that I was talking about on Kart Talk with Kevin Garrett and the team. We were talking about Gold Pass. I think it's best bang for your buck. This is some great value, and I kind of had a lot of, I think out of all of the comments in the videos, which I responded to each one, I think the most common one was, debating on whether Gold Pass was good value or not. I still strongly agree with Tabor that Gold Pass is best bang for your buck. There's no doubt about that. I know last tour we had a mix, right? We had the Red B Dasher, which is, we all have it, and I think we all have it probably at pretty high levels. They've given it to us many times. So in many cases that proves, Kevin Garrett's point. However, we've also got this gold Tanuki glider. That's a coin glider and exciting. So I would say that disproves that agenda. And I will say in general, I was thinking about it. I was like, what would they give in a Gold Pass to get free-to-play players to actually pull on, or to actually get enrolled into that Gold Pass? And honestly, I don't think there's anything they'll give them except for maybe King Boo, which is a coin box driver. That's because that's whether they can afford it or not, or they just don't want to spend money on a game, and that's kind of the self-control that they've given themselves. But I just think that they've made drawn a line in the sand, and that's the stance that they're going to be in. I don't think there's anything that, Nintendo could throw an extra 45 rubies in here, and free to play will still say that that Gold Pass is not enough value for them. So hey, that's their thing. That's how they want to play the game, and I'm going to respect that. But I still think Gold Pass is great value, and this just happens to put the cherry on top for me, and that got 2 items here that I do not have at all. That I don't have to pull on any pipes. Obviously, being a pandemic player, I missed out on some of this London stuff. So here we go. Obviously that's exciting for me to have. Sorry, I had to just finish up on that rant because I don't think everyone understood where we were coming from, and I think free to play, free to lose has been a thorn in the side of Nintendo. They've been doing whatever they possibly can to, whether it's even getting rid of some phones that might probably, I'd say, the majority of those people might be free to play. All right, so here we go. So those are some cool badges. I know when we first announced this, people were asking me, am I going to go for top 10? I am not. I don't have that time anymore. I had a brief window where I was transitioning from one job to another. This one I'm in now, I have equity and there's a lot at stake. So I am not even going to play with fire. I'm not going for top 10 probably ever again, unless for some reason I have the time. Time is the most valuable resource. I do think you need to have, a really, really strong loadout. Like, I know in the ER survey, good discussions there, and I think Anke mentioned that you really have to have 6.95, almost 7 for across the board to get top 10 now. There's just so many people, so intense getting. If you don't have that loadout and the time, just not worth it for you. All right, so there you go. Daily selects. It doesn't look like anything new. I don't always go through it very thoroughly, just because it's a lot of items. But I just from scrolling there, didn't see anything that stood out. All right. Bonus challenge. Mega-sized opponent using Super Leaf. Oh. Okay, so in the Halloween tour, this may occur toward in the Toad Cup challenge versus Mega King Boo. Okay. And then we got the retrieve data thing. All right. So here's the moment. Is he Lucky 7? Is he Coin Box? Is he Dash Ring? Who knows? It could be Mushroom Cannon. Either way, I'm pulling for him. I have enough tickets to do a lot from that point on. I'm kind of scared, honestly. Why don't we start backwards? Because I'm really scared to see what his skill is. Ooh, Vampire Wings. I like that. With the Red Shell Plus. Ooh. And only one London track. Yeah, that's cool. I guess we got some Shaggy Bizarre in here this tour. Glad that they're keeping this remix Ghost Valley again. I will say for All Cup ranking, the action count just seems so high on that track. Oh, okay, never mind. This is just a glider. I was gonna say Rosalina Ice World T. It's a tough track for a driver. I think I've Dry Bowser Gold, and that's my driver. So I'm just going for that double coin plus, maybe with that third frenzy being. So if he gets it, that would be, that'd be great. Ooh, I love Jump Boost Plus. Vampire Flyer, dude. That looks sick. With one London track. Ooh, so it doesn't look like we have a lot of like Londons thrown in there. And then it's got Rosalina Ice World T. Ooh. If he's got a good skill on Rosalina Ice World T, I will be ecstatic. What does he have? Okay. Bob-omb Cannon. Alright. It's not great. It's not a great skill. In fact, it's equal with Gold Dry Bowser, as I was just talking about. But he's got Rosalina Ice World T. Alright, well, still going for him. But man, it could be worse, could be better, could be much better, could be a lot better. This is not a great skill. I like Bob-omb Cannon. It's fun for multiplayer, and I'll have some fun with it. But guys, this is not a great skill. If you need to pass, I completely understand and respect your decision. Yeah, all right, man. Womp, a big womp there in the face. All right, well, we're gonna get him. It's not gonna be instant level 6 like I was kind of hoping there. But, alright, so these tokens are across the course. Those are pretty common. Not as hard to get as like Banana Hit or Shell Hit, etc. Now we have this boy as a commemorative. What? Okay. Dash Panel Plus. For me, I'm definitely getting that 3 times. Massive hitbox. I think it's like number 2 or 3. So it does have London Loop 3 and 3 RT. Okay. Sorry, 3R and 3 RT. Interesting there. Man, I think that's a no-brainer. That's an awesome little pack there. And then we have, what? Pink Gold Peach. Ugh. Okay, and then we have, I like this pack though. Bird of Black, Dark Trickster. Probably not going to be the one most people get. So in this case, I'm not going to get the Pink Gold Peach. There you go. I'll get, in fact, go ahead and pause this here. Alright guys, we're back, and I got a few of the packs that I'll have for this tour, and I'll be going for Waluigi. I didn't even say, what's his name again? Waluigi Vampire. That makes sense. He's got his Vampire Flyer and his Vampire Wings, so it's all vampire. He is a vampire. I was hoping for Count Waluigi. That would be fun. We already saw about the token shop. It does have a high-end driver. I will say they do throw some bones to the free-to-play players through, like this token shop, and a few other items there. Daily selects, not great. I hope it's not shut down this tour. We had a good discussion about that on Kart Talk. The one thing I didn't talk about there that I think is very important, and I have been getting the carts because I have enough coins. One thing I did want to add is I mentioned one part of the of whether your shop gets shut down or released is due to how many tickets you use. I mentioned 10 being kind of that threshold where Nintendo kind of slows you down. It could be incremental, could be like 3, 6, 9. I think 10 was like a point where I found a big difference, but that's because I kept a lot of variables the same. Most of this time was during when I was getting every pack. I've obviously, as you can see, this is the third week in a row that I only got one of the 2 packs, and that's not too crazy. I think you heard from Kareem, he only gets 1 pack, and that's kind of his new thing. I commend him for it. I went through spurts like that. I think I did that right before level 7. Level 7 hit, I just kind of shook me a little bit and kind of got back into getting more packs. But for I think the last 3 or 4 tours, I've just got one of the set. Not a big deal. I'm not going to buy coins. It's kind of dumb. But for the most of the time, I would say I was pretty consistently getting most packs, give or take. But I'd say even more important factor, whether it's for ranked or for your shop, is based on how much you spend in the game. I think like a good example for ranked is if you have a normal spending. When you spend more, I actually feel like Nintendo gives you an easier ranked, but the following tour, it drops. So meaning that, I guess, when you're spending to try to catch up or to try to win ranked, they just raise that bar even higher. Their thought process is, we're going to hope that you repeat this process. So if your spending gets spiked, your competition could raise, and I think that's really, really important to just keep in track of. I think the hardest competition I've ever had, but then if you don't spend, your competition gets much, much higher. So some of the hardest ranks I've ever had is towards after I didn't spend anything. I didn't get any packs. So that's the ranked situation. I do think that also happens with your daily selects. I think that if your spending does decrease, your shop could get shut down in hopes that you will want to spend more. So as I was listening to Kart Talk and watching it live with many of you in the premiere, I realized I totally left that part out of the equation. I think it's really, really, really important. Probably even more important than how many tickets you use, how much you spend in the game. Also with ranked, I think that's the most important category of ranked. I remember, unfortunately, a situation last summer where this was, I think, before I really got to even know Sammy, but I know he loved Monty Mole, and there was this silly pack out there. Looking back, the value was not great. It was Monty Mole and the Cactex. It was right when Monty Mole first came out in a pack, and I bought him that pack as a donation. And then his rank the following week, I think he had 2 top 10 accounts in his ranked. And so I think just to keep that in mind is I think that is the number one deciding factor for ranked and for daily selects. Now, if you keep all that consistent, so like spending, it goes up or down comparatively to your average. If you keep that average going, so if you get 1 pack a week, it's going to be, your rank's going to get probably pretty tough. Your daily selects might be shut down. But then 2 or 3 tours later, if that's what your average is and everything kind of regresses to that mean, then that's not going to be the case, and you'll go back to having an open shop. You'll go back to having an average ranked. That's my hypothesis. Take it for what it's worth. Just want to get that out there. Now this is good for me. So I mentioned I have 18 driver tickets. I'll take that. I've also been getting to have 6 is good, because I could take a driver from just a flat 800 to 1190, which I've only been using these tickets on Coinbox drivers. I think I have most of them double uncapped, but I think I have like 3 or 4 triple uncapped. I've been getting this too just because I've been getting so many coins. So that's what I do. It gives you a little bit of perspective. Now the time that we've been waiting for. Sometimes I'll wait for the freebies, but not today. I'm gonna go right in. Now the tough part is once I get Waluigi Vampire, do I keep going? Right. So once I get him, do I go for the cart? Go for the glider? That cart is absolutely sick. They're so sick looking. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a decision. I haven't looked to see any of the data mining to see what the special pipe is, but I can tell from the video it's gonna be a gold pipe, a gold banner, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna have gold items in it. And that's gonna be tough. It looks like at least the very bare minimum will have that gold pumpkin, which looks very similar to the regular pumpkin. I do like its eyes. Frenzy Fan was just talking about the purple eyes. I totally missed it in the video. I looked back and I was like, that looks sick. So we'll see. I might pull up the data mining and just get some reaction there with you. I've been pretty lucky with these 100 pipes, not having to go too deep. Got Tanuki in 2 10 pulls, and then I reset and got him in a freebie, so I got him to level 2. Alright, so Sports Coupe is nice to have in this pipe as the non-spotlight cart, because obviously I don't have it in level 7. I think it's almost featured on some of the London tracks. It's definitely got a high city rotation for sure. Might only be the only high end in that pool. Yeah, I can't believe that Tanuki though. And I had it on screen recording, and then I looked back at my phone and it was gone. And I was like, no one's gonna believe me. I didn't even take a screenshot or anything. I will say those daily selects, I've taken a screenshot for over a year. I just haven't put the data in the spreadsheet. I was going to, and then kind of release that data, but then another content creator did a video on it, so I was like, probably don't need to do that anymore. All right, a lot of green here, except for that Sports Coupe. So definitely leave a comment here if you pulled for Waluigi Vampire, if you got him. I think Waluigi Bus Driver is cool. He's got triple bananas, but I've gotten him so many times in these other pipes. And he's got so much city track coverage, and he's an old item, so I wouldn't say super valuable. But he was between he and Eggshell Yoshi. Those were my first 2 drivers in the game. Ironically, I found out those are the same 2 that Kevin Garrett for his first 2 high-end drivers in the game as well. I think even Big Smith had mentioned that those were some that he got as well, or at least one of those 2 or something. Hopefully he'll have to clarify, but so even more momentous for Waluigi specifically. And I will say, growing up, Halloween was not necessarily my favorite holiday. I think though there's a lot of weird stuff going on in Halloween, but Dracula's just like, he is actually cool. There's something about that. It's like that's like Halloween. There's pumpkins, and then there's Dracula, there's ghosts, and like those are the pillars of Halloween. So I'm glad that he got that versus they could have had, I don't know, I'm trying to think, like Waluigi Mike Myers or something like that, or I guess if he had a hockey mask on similar to Shy Guy, that'd be interesting if he was more of the Jason Voorhees type I will say, as I got older, I enjoyed Halloween a little bit more, but not a lot. It's never one of those things where I think even growing up, my parents wouldn't let us trick or treat. And we grew up in a very conservative home. We do Fall Fest, or trunk or treat, or Fall Festival where we dress up, and none of this pagan stuff was celebrated. So again, Halloween, the fact that I want to be transparent with you, I'm not a big Halloween guy, but I do love his cape, his Dracula. There's something about that. It'd be, you almost imagine when he's going wah, like he's got that vampire like blood-sucking veins, pumping. I will say, I don't know if you got into that Twilight, the vampire versus werewolf. I was definitely on the werewolf side. I don't know. You could hashtag in here if you were Team Jacob or Team, what was it? It doesn't matter. I was Team Jacob. I was not a big fan of the vampire. Fighting off those urges all the time. That would be tough. That was not what I was expecting to pull here. So I feel good about this. This has got to be Waluigi. I think the way I'll handle this is I'll go until I beating the pipe. As you can tell, I'm not beating the pipe right now. I'm getting slaughtered by this pipe. But in my determining factor of whether I'll go for the cart or go for the glider will be based on if I'm beating the pipe at that point or not. So here you go. We got a gold. We'll see what happens here. Come on, Count Waluigi. Alright, here we go. Come on. Don't be the non-spotlight. I knew I saw that star. I was like, alright, it's one of two options. We've seen the second option quite a lot. Man, I was feeling that star too. Just happened to be the wrong star. Okay, that's a good glider for me to get. 2 of 5. So nice little double there. So I've gotten all the non-spotlights so far. Oh my gosh, I've gotten the non-spotlight cart, non-spotlight driver, non-spotlight glider. And we're over halfway in. I don't think I'm going to have any rubies for this gold pipe now that I'm looking at this. No bueno. See how many more ways I can get in there. Here we go. Alright. Boom. There he is. Waluigi Vampire. Awesome. He's got his cape, his little vest, little what is it? Looks good. Is that a jewel or an S? What's the ascot? Ascot. The little you've seen them. They're like a handkerchief kind of looking thing up at the ascot. I think it's ascot. But that sounds weird. Doesn't sound like a word I should be saying here in front of children. Oh man, this pipe's still crushing me. So I have 2 high ends and 3 10 pulls. I think I just gotta go for it. I'll take a look at this gold pipe and see if it's worth going into, but I feel like I have to get these other items while we're in here. Have some decent tickets to throw on the cart. None for the glider. I have 0 glider tickets. I think I only get what I get from the gold pass. Mike Daily selects never a glider. I don't think I've gotten a glider in a month. So there we go. Vampire Flyer with Jump Boost Plus. think the skills, I agree with most people, skills do not matter, except for Jump Boost Plus, only on trick tracks. Oh, good. Alright, so we beat this pipe. We got everything in it. Only one duplicate, which was Funky Kong. Everything else was leveling up, including the 3 items. I've beaten this pipe. This looks, I mean, when you think about Red Shell and Jump Boost, these other 2 items are better, in my opinion, than most. Especially get the hitbox. I'm excited to hear from Curtis what the hitbox of this new Kart is. How sick is that? Alright, so I feel really good about that. Now, I still have 20 items still left in this pipe, and I've beaten this pipe. I feel phenomenal about that. Phenomenal. What is it, Tier Shop? Is that what it's giving me? Yeah. And then something else. Is there a ruby for pulling 80 rubies into this pipe? 3 items from the daily selects. Okay. It's gonna be tough for some of those free-to-lose players. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we got, Holidaisy again. Wow, I took her to 6, not expecting to see her again until the winter. But there she is. These are not great buffs for most. It is a city track. I, of course, am going to have to use him. So the classic, the Zoom Broom, the Key Lime. A lot of people have took tickets on the Paintster, so good for them. I'll probably be using this classic. I don't know. I think I have it 3 just 3, I guess. I gotta go this Vampire, is it Inferno? I'll make sure you get these right. Vampire Flyer. And then there's, let's see what we got here. Oh, the Rose Parasol. So, I think a lot of people have this sale, so I might be behind my friends. But there we go. Nice little starter pack here for London Loop, and let's get it in. I'm so glad I have. I wish I did not have Bob-omb Cannon. Wow, that looks wide. It looks like it's kind of like his cape and collar of a shirt. Oh wow, that's so big. Waluigi's, I believe, a medium-sized driver, but holy moly, that looks massive. I mean, I have some tickets. I might go all in for this bad boy. I think I hit him. Did I hit him? Jeez. What's going on with this track? I'm going down. I don't know where I'm going. As you can tell, what in the... I have no idea where I'm... looks like it kind of starts up here, but instead of going up, it goes down. Ooh, so it flies on the second half there. So come on, give me some coins. Yeah, buddy. Oh, jeez. Again with the... I have no idea where I'm going. There we go. That's last place for me here. Coming up. Yep, there you go. Got triple, quadruple shelled there at the end. How cool is that? That's so wide. Big tires. It's massive. Oh my goodness. I think I'll definitely be throwing some tickets at that Vampire Flyer. How cool is that, guys? Oh, you know what? It didn't even, oh, participate in a race. How, what a challenge. What a freaking joke. Alright, I don't even, combo count 15 or high. I don't even remember. I don't even think I got that high of a combo count. I was swerving everywhere. Mainly just looking at the cart. Alright, so here we go. Looks like the chocolate. Didn't we just have the chocolate? I think we had it in the this week 2 45 ruby pack. That's weird. But a glider ticket? Are you kidding me? Most likely something I'll get. So no one stands out. I think I saw this BSK on somebody else last week. Top 1,000 driver. I don't usually look at my competition that extensively. Usually doesn't matter. So we got the London Loop. That was fun. Big, massive cart. We like that. So this Mario Hakama is the only one I don't have. This and Party Time Pauline are the only two. I don't have double uncapped. But most drivers I have it. All coin boxers otherwise though, double uncapped if not triple, and I think that's the way to go. I know the other comments that I heard were about investing in their favorite drivers, which I think is fun. What I enjoy doing is being the top, on my friends list. I like beating, other pit crew members and trying to be the top pit crew chief. That's what's fun to me. That's how I play this game. That's why I even get packs to begin with. And so in wasting tickets on, I think I'll probably even hold off on this Waluigi Vampire because he doesn't fit the meta strategy. And I know it is fun to go your own way and do your own fun thing. But for me, I don't get too excited about drivers, and that's why I'm sharing this video with you here. So I do have, this is like one time where I have a driver that actually I'm excited about. And then of course it didn't have a great skill, so I probably won't do much with that. I've been debating on investing in these heart balloons because of the skill. The 8-bit star's been pretty good for me. Oh, here we go. I don't need to. It's like a little classic loadout here. Back from mid 2020 with the Happy Ride and the Gold Glider. Wasn't expecting to be doing these here with you, but be doing it either way. Ooh, totally missed those coins there. That's not good. It's been a while since we've had this track. Come on. I pushed it twice. Alright, not sure how entertaining this is to you. Definitely rusty on that track. I usually do one, I don't really grind down bots. Typically what I do is I'll do like one race, just get maybe one or two of those bots removed. But mainly just goof around on that first ride until I have the lines down full disclosure, I'm not like a pop on and just grind out, get my first run. Usually my first run is sloppy, like how you saw. That is completely common for me. And then I'll get usually my second or third. I'll just keep racing until I get into a good spot. I don't really care how many bots I have, but if I have a good spot, that's where I'll be. A good starting block, and then I'll just reset. I don't care how many people I have. So I have 2 coin box drivers here with 1400. Looks like we got Peach Happy, a good favorite there, along with 2 other, well, I guess 1 other Lucky 7, 2 triple bananas. So poor Waluigi Vampire, this is not a good track for him to have. There are a lot of better skills. That is for sure. This this Dark Trickster I got in this pack, I didn't have at all. So getting that pack, was able to get that, and being jump boost, that is good for me. It's one skill I enjoy. I don't know, man. This might be a good, man. It might be a good tour. You could either go the Dark Hop Rod, or what's it called? This new red. It's just red. I think they would do something cool, like gilded crawler or something. Decent loadout here. This head honcho I've always been very reluctant to put tickets into, just because it's such a tiny hitbox. And there's still like I think 3 tracks that I still it has that I still could use having at a higher level. Oh, I can't get over there. You can see how sloppy I am at the very first run. My memory's not good enough, or maybe I just don't use it for Mario Kart Tour. Wow, I'm missing pumpkins. Don't try this at home, kids. This is a drive with feet special. Not a hard track to non-stop combo. Missed like 4 pumpkins. So the pumpkins are still here. That's not good. We've been debating. So one of the reasons All Cup ranking was as high as it was because of these pumpkins. I mean, we saw like close to like 1.7 million, which is just insane. I mean, it blows everything out of the water, and it's going to happen again. The casual whales are going to be able to full non-stop combo, which can make things. I'm going to actually have to work a little harder. I don't like that. I like being lazy when it comes to All Cup ranking. All right, so there you go. We saw the Vampire Flyer. We saw some good stuff. So overall, no level 200, nothing crazy there. We have some really good stuff here, in my opinion, in this token shop. I think the last thing I'll take a look at is the special pack. Hold on one second. All right, guys, we're back. So this has been data mined. Toad versus Toadette. This could be the question mark. Could be. We were all hoping it wasn't gonna be a versus tour. Ultimately, probably my two of this, arguably the dumbest versus tour we've had yet. There's no doubt about that. I mean, these got Todd versus Toadette. I mean, I will say Toadette here is probably I know it's the super, I think, with like the lowest number of tracks. I remember off the top of my head it was like 4. I don't know if they might have added 2 more for level 6 or something like that, but it's by far the least coverage out of all of the super drivers. And you know, in general, her high ends haven't been as valuable. It's hard to say that because, you know, they have, you know, each one has its own value. I'm not a Toadette fan. This is lame. This is next tour. No wonder they didn't show it to us. So here's the moment you've been waiting for. So this is the special pipe for this tour. It's got the golden wings. You see there in the top right corner. It's a coin glider. Like WTF. And then of course it's got this golden pumpkin that's lighting up purple there. Everything else is a waste of rubies for me. My guess is no spotlights there, but man, the golden wings and the pumpkin. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. It's still early. Not gonna be pulling on this. That's obvious. And then classic Luigi, and then we have this magic parasol with, of course, Cat Peach. Pat Keach. Anyway, we got this magic parasol, which looks beautiful. It's interesting. So I'll probably get some of these 2 packs. I might just get this second one. This Luigi, I think I might have a level 6, and I might be happy to keep him there. But I'm gonna be definitely going to this gold pipe. I think now that I know what packs we have, and if I'll have some rubies. But I know that we'll have to start saving some rubies for this question mark tour. I know it's lame. This question mark, this Toad versus Toadette. The theme is lame, but I imagine if we have what if I'm starting to actually be against the thought process of this is gonna be like the spring. I know Sergeant Spike, love Sergeant Spike. So glad he was able to come on to our Kart Talk. I know I've been a big fan for a while. It sounds like others, like Frenzy fans, have been as well. He mentioned it being kind of similar to the spring question mark tour. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was either Tabor or KG was saying it's probably could be more similar to the summer celebration. And the fact that they're throwing a gold pipe in here for the second part of the celebration makes me think it's probably going to be more like the summer celebration, just because we're ending with a versus tour. We have a gold pipe here in week 2. Like it's not all climaxing to this, you know, third tour as much. If they had this gold pipe in this question mark tour and it wasn't a versus tour, and was something new and exciting, like to be honest with you, I almost think that this tour here is like the climax. You know, if we have a question mark tour and we don't have a gold pipe next tour, which obviously it doesn't look like we will, I think this is the best tour of the 3. Now, of course, Tanuki stole a lot of thunder because he's a driver that everyone else wanted. But his skill was just so lackluster, and you know the rewards were good. That you got like that Tanuki gold glider that they gave us for this gold pass. But anytime you have a gold pipe, it stands out as like this is a special pipe many should be pulling on, whether you're new. I mean, even an old geezer like me is gonna be pulling on it probably for this gold, probably the gold glider more than, or gold wings more than anything else. There's enough carts in there. It'd be nice to get the nice cart, but if those wings weren't in there, I know I wouldn't be pulling on this just for that pumpkin pipe, pumpkin cart. So there you go, guys. I think we've covered just about everything. You saw me with some sloppy runs there and trying out this new card. I can't wait to hear from Curtis the hitbox of it. But there you go. Let me know in the comments if you have pulled for Waluigi Vampire or if you already got him. Good luck to those who are going for him. I probably would recommend you not go for him just based on his skill. But for a collector like myself, I'm just glad I got him and had some rubies left over and at least beat the pipe. So there you go. Hopefully that gives you a glimpse of what could happen to you. Oh, and I didn't get too many duplicates, which is always a positive for me too. But hopefully that helps you out, guys. Good luck, and I'll see you on the rundown.